Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst. Let's get into this game. So, the New York Football Giants fall to the Cleveland Browns 20-6. And I went back, right? And I looked at this game a couple of times. Just to kind of get a feel for where we went wrong. And honestly, it was a lot wrong. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. There was a lot wrong. There was a lot that went wrong in this game. Let's start with the game plan, okay? So, like, based on what I looked at, based on what I saw, in my opinion, okay? This is just my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like the Giants had a clear defensive game plan for this game. Their goal seemed to be to stop the run and contain Baker Mayfield. Keep that man in the pocket and see if Baker Mayfield could beat them with his arm. And while I feel like we did an okay job of executing this game plan, one thing that we didn't account for was the fact that Baker Mayfield was going to kick the shit out of us with his arm, y'all. Baker just whooped our asses with his arm. All right. He was just throwing to open dudes across the middle of the field all game, just throwing dots. And we had no answer for it. Like, we just didn't. I mean, we did a really good job of stopping the run. We really did, man. When we look at this Cleveland Browns team and we look at what they do very well, it's run the ball. That's what they do. They run the ball very well, y'all. Okay? But when we look at the numbers, right? Nick Chubb only had 50 yards and a touchdown, right? Kareem Hunt had seven carries for 21 yards. Okay, D'Ernest Johnson 4 for 21. Baker Mayfield had 4 carries for 11 yards. We did a really good job of stopping the run. This Cleveland Brown team puts up 100-yard days on the ground every week. And we shut it down. But the problem was that we didn't get enough pressure on Baker Mayfield, in the middle of the trenches. We just didn't. All right, we kept him well contained. We kept him in the pocket, but there was just no pressure. And he was able to just sit back there, make his reads, and throw dots. We had no answer for it. Our linebackers just didn't do a good job in coverage at all. Like, not at all. I'm speaking specifically to you, Devontae Downs. You did not play well, my guy. There was a very specific play where, Devontae Downs is sitting there, right? He's in kind of a soft middle zone, right? And the tight end, I don't remember the tight end's name, but the tight end kind of comes into his zone, and Devontae Downs starts creeping away from the tight end, and the tight end's wide open. Boom! Nice good chunk yards gain. And I'm like, yo, what is Devontae Downs doing? Stay there. Sit. Just sit there. Don't let that guy be open. It was bad. It was bad coverage from our linebacker core. And like, the thing about it is that, like, our linebacker core is nothing special aside from Blake Martinez. He's the only one that's out there being special. Everybody else is out there being below average, sometimes average. One play they're above average, they go right back down to below average. I mean, like, it was just bad. It was bad. And unfortunately, like, if we were able to get more pressure, up the middle, if we were able to collapse the pocket more, then we would have been able to make Baker Mayfield uncomfortable, but we just didn't. We just absolutely didn't. It was bad. I mean, putting it in perspective, right? We don't have our number one corner. But I don't quite know if Bradbury was going to be the difference maker when the middle of the field is where the problem is at. That's just what it was. Baker Mayfield threw 27 completions for 297 yards and a touchdown. 297 yards is what he put up on us, man. And it was bad. It was bad. And the worst thing about it is that the worst thing about it is that Baker Mayfield's spreading the ball around. It's not like he was strictly going at one one wide receiver or one tight end, right? It's not like he was specifically going for, hey, I'm going to bully this one corner because I think that this matchup is great. He was spreading the ball around like a mug. I mean, he eight players had at least a catch in the game, so he's spreading the ball around. I don't know. Again, I understand the game plan. I understand what we were trying to accomplish out there, but I just don't think we had the personnel to completely accomplish that goal. Good game plan though. I would have went the same direction. Hey, we got to stop the run. This Cleveland Browns team can run a damn ball. We got to do everything in our power to stop it, and we just couldn't. I'm sorry. We could stop the run, but we couldn't stop the pass. We just couldn't stop the pass. We couldn't pressure Baker Mayfield. We couldn't make him uncomfortable and make him make bad reads. And it was just his day. Check this out. Jarvis Landry catches a touchdown, right? It's a play action, kind of a rollout type of deal. Baker's rolling out. We got that covered. He's not going to go anywhere, right? I believe it was David Njoku is wide open in the end zone, wide open, running kind of a drag, right? Just running a straight across the goal line, wide open. Baker Mayfield doesn't see him because he throws to Jarvis Landry, who is well covered, by the way. He is well covered, and Landry still comes down with it for a touchdown. It was just Baker Mayfield's day. When you can make a bad read like that, when you can ignore the wide open, butt naked guy in the end zone to throw to a guy who is well covered and still complete a touchdown pass, it's kind of your day. That was the way this game went. I mean, that's just what it was. We just got our ass kicked on defense. It was bad. And here's the problem. When we get our ass kicked on defense, we don't got a shot. Because the defense is the best part of this team. It really is. It's been this way all season long. Our defense has been what's keeping us in games. But unfortunately, our defense couldn't get the job done. And we know our offense can't get the job done. Because first and foremost, Colt McCoy is under center. If we have to play a game with Colt McCoy, bruh, we gonna need a defense like a mug. Because here's how I feel about Colt McCoy. I think Colt McCoy is a fine backup, okay? I think Colt McCoy is a guy that can come into a game if needed, and he can manage it well. Colt McCoy didn't look terrible, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say that Colt McCoy looked terrible. He didn't. But my God, does Colt McCoy throw a lot of balls that stay in the air for a million damn years. Millions of years, the ball just floats up there in the air, and you're kind of holding your breath. You're kind of holding your breath like, oh my God, the ball's in the air too long. Somebody's going to pick that bad boy off. Like you're just holding your breath. There were several passes in this game where if Colt put a little more mustard on the ball, it's a completion. 100% it's a completion. If he just puts a little more mustard on it, just throw that damn ball a little bit harder. Get it to your receiver a little bit faster. And that's a completion. But the throws were just soft. Just soft. Soft as red package Charmin, y'all. And I can't get with it. I'm sorry, I can't get with it. Again, I think Colt McCoy is a fine backup, but this is not the guy that's going to take us to victory. So I don't know what the deal is with Daniel Jones. I don't know if Daniel Jones' injuries is going to keep him out. I don't know if the coaching staff is going to decide to keep Daniel Jones on the bench and let's just save him from himself. I don't know. But if Colt McCoy is in the game and our defense ain't playing well, then you already know what's getting ready to go down. Now, here's what I will say about our offense. I feel like our offensive game plan was a decent offensive game plan, okay? Like, we wanted to stretch the field. We wanted to take deep shots, okay? We did an okay job of running the ball, right? It was an okay job of running the ball. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't anything super crazy, right? Wayne Gallman, he didn't put up crazy numbers. 29 yards. Alfred Morris put up 39, right? But Alfred Morris had like 5.6 a carry. So it wasn't like we couldn't run the ball. But we were trying to take shots. We were trying to take deep shots down the field, and Colt McCoy was throwing ducks. He was throwing floaters. Now, a couple of those floaters, man, they were what we needed, right? We were able to complete some passes down the field. Darius Slayton, had a couple of good passes down the field. We took the shots. We took deep shots, trying to, keep the defense on their heels. Let them know that we ain't scared to take deep shots down the field. But I mean, it didn't work. It just didn't work. Now, the offensive line, I think the offensive line did pretty damn good, okay? Everybody is raving about Andrew Thomas versus Myles Garrett. Now, let's put some things in perspective. Myles Garrett looked gassed all game long. I don't know if Andrew Thomas went up against the best version of Myles Garrett. I say I don't know, but I'm pretty damn sure that Andrew Thomas did not go up against the best version of Myles Garrett. However, Myles Garrett's still Myles Garrett, and Andrew Thomas did a pretty damn good job up against Myles Garrett. I still believe in Andrew Thomas. I know that there's some people who are talking about Andrew Thomas as being a bust. I don't agree with you, okay? That's the nicest way that I can say I don't agree with you. All right, I still like Andrew Thomas. I still like what he brings to the table. I think our offensive line did a pretty damn good job of giving Colt McCoy clean pockets to pass. I believe Colt McCoy only got sacked once. I'm pretty sure he only got sacked once. But the problem is that our wide receivers just aren't getting enough separation. I know Sterling Shepard went at a reporter. When that reporter talking about, I don't think that's correct. You should look at the film. And I mean, like, look, maybe they're getting some separation. I don't think they're getting much separation. They didn't have the separation that the Browns had. Browns had hella separation. I'm talking about wide open guys. Boom, easy catches. No contested catches. Very limited contested catches. All right, we're dealing with contested catches all the damn time. Mostly because Colt McCoy can't get that ball in there faster. It is what it is. It is what it is. I hope that this game plan is I hope that this game plan is not because of Freddie Kitchens calling the plays, right? Although I feel like maybe this game plan was Freddie Kitchens calling the plays. I really hope that the coaching staff decided, hey, we're gonna have to take shots. We're gonna have to take shots downfield. Have these DBs play back a little bit. Have them concerned about the deep shots. I don't know. We're gonna see. Jason Garrett's gonna be back. We'll see if we're still taking deep shots. I don't know if we're going to be though. Because we ain't been doing it all year. Then all of a sudden Freddie Kitchens shows up, calls some plays, and now we taking deep shots. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. And then special teams. All right. So we tried this fake field goal. We tried this fake field goal thing on special teams, right? Because we decide that we're going to be aggressive. And we're going to go for touchdowns as opposed to field goals, which, by the way, I'm good with. I said that in my reaction. I'm good with us, being aggressive. Go get them points. Everybody was complaining because all of a sudden we're not being conservative. We're not kicking field goals. The score was 20-6. Okay, if we kick those 2 field goals as opposed to going for them, right? We're talking about the game being 20-12. with our offense not being able to really do a whole lot in the red zone. I mean, let's just be honest. Oh yeah, okay, we're down by 8, right? Maybe we could score a touchdown at some point, which we didn't. We didn't score a single touchdown. Not one touchdown was scored. Okay, not one, but we'd be down by a touchdown and 2-point conversion, and in some people's minds, suddenly we're going to be able to score a touchdown and 2-point conversion. I don't know where that logic comes from, but all right, whatever. I was good with us going for it. I was good for us. Hey, let's go get touchdowns. We need touchdowns today. Cleveland Browns been putting up points. We gotta score touchdowns and not field goals. But we try to be cute and we run some weird ass monster set. Monster set is like 3 linemen and then a bunch of eligible receivers, but some of them aren't eligible because some of them are linemen blocking, but it's just a weird ass formation that's like a monster set. I hate the monster set. I think it's dumb as hell. But whatever. We try to get cute. We try to do this pass out of a monster set to our damn center, who, by the way, was eligible, right? Because he was uncovered. Which, I mean, like, look, I think that's kind of smart, right? I think it's kind of smart. Not a lot of people are going to cover the center. But it didn't work, right? It didn't work, even though Graham Gano was wide open. And I guess, Dixon, if he had better vision, if our punter was a better quarterback, he would have threw a touchdown pass. Yo, what are we doing? We trying to throw touchdowns to our center. Now what are we doing? My God, man, I hated that play call. And even if that play call would have worked, I'd still be telling y'all that I hate that play call. That play call sucked. I'm sorry, it just sucked. We went for it again on 4th down, and we ran a inside zone out of a shotgun set. I personally don't like running anything out of a shotgun set in a 4th and short. We need to line up under center. We need to come out in a heavy set so that they don't know which way we're running. Like I don't like it. If we're going to come out in a shotgun set, right, make it look like it's going to be a run, but pass the ball instead, maybe some play action, I'd have been okay with that. But on 4th and short at the goal line, I don't like it. I don't like running out of the shotgun set. I'd rather us line up in this heavy set under center, maybe run a counter, some kind of a misdirection or a toss. That's what I would have preferred. But hey, we went for it on 4th down. We didn't get it. I was fine with it. I was fine with that. But back to special teams. Can we get Dion Lewis off of kick return? 2 weeks in a row, this man has fumbled on a kick return. Can we get his ass off of there? Because I'm sick of it. Put somebody else back there. Put anybody else back there to return kicks for the next 2 weeks. Let's figure out if we got a kick return on this damn roster. That's not Dion Lewis. Please. You're killing me. Can we please do that? I'm just saying. So look, overall, right? This game went the way I thought this game was going to go. I figured that we would probably be semi-competitive, but without having our starting quarterback, without having a starting corner, with having someone else call offensive plays, this was just a recipe for disaster for us up against the Cleveland Browns. That's the way I felt. All right. And I feel that way for the rest of the year, y'all. I feel that way for the whole ass rest of the year. This is a recipe for disaster for the New York Football Giants for the next 2 weeks. I don't like it. I don't like the situation. I don't think that we're going to do very well. If we do very well, I will be absolutely shocked and surprised. I feel like this was a recipe for disaster. And that's kind of the reason why I wasn't so upset about the loss. I know there's people flipping out on Twitter, flip it out on Facebook, flip it out in YouTube comment sections. I know, I get it. That's what you guys are going to do. The sky's always falling. There's never any positives. We need to fire everybody. I get it. I know. Whatever. I don't care about that. Because what I care about at this point is who's going to be here next year. Who's going to be on this roster next year that's on this roster right now? Who is worth keeping and who needs to be kicked all the way out of the building? That's all I care about at this point. Because remember, y'all, this season was about getting better as a team. This season was not about winning the division. This season was not about the playoffs. This season was, let's get this coaching staff together. Let them figure out what they like to do. Let them figure out what they have to work with. And let them just improve and learn how to win games and learn how to play as a team and have a good culture and have a good locker room and have a good mindset. And I honestly think that all those things are in play right now. I still feel good about the future of this team. And I don't care about the playoffs right now. I don't care about the division right now. And it's not because I'm delusional, James. I don't know if you're going to watch this video or not, but you just need to know that it's not because I'm delusional, as you like to say. It's because I'm realistic. And I know what this team's capabilities are and aren't. And why would I get worked up about this team not making the playoffs, about this team not making the division or winning the division, if I didn't think that they were capable of doing that in the first place? I'm just saying. Listen, y'all, I appreciate all y'all coming and listening to me talk. We are going to go live this evening, and we're going to just have ourselves a good old-fashioned Christmas party here at the land of PTA Sports. Just a good old-fashioned Christmas party. We're going to hang out, and we're going to talk, and we're going to have some drinks, and we're going to just celebrate the year. Because even though this team sucks, it's been a pretty good year for this team. It has been. Whether you believe it or you don't. I appreciate all y'all, man. And I will get up with you guys later. Deuces.